Hello children, how are you? I hope you all are safe at home. Today I am taking Human Health and Diseases part 4 of 12th standard. So in this session we will discuss about allergy, autoimmunity, immune system, organ and its type, HIV, prevention of AIDS. So let us start. First is the allergy. So let us see what is allergy. Allergy can be defined as exaggerated or hypersensitive reaction, means very fast reaction, and it is much of the immune system to certain environment. Meaning therewise that when foreign substances enter into our body from outer environment, then in some cases hypersensitive reactions will occur, and these substances when acts on our body, so it creates allergy. Some reactions occurs on our body, so that is called as hypersensitive reaction of the immune system, means it directly affect the immune system. Substances which are responsible for creating allergy, they are called as allergens, and different allergens are dust, mites, pollen grains, etc. So these dust, mites and pollen grains, they are called as allergens. Why? Because this process causes allergy in our body. So that is why they are called as allergen. And the antibodies produced by the body in response to these allergens are IgE type, that is immunoglobulin E type. There are different types of immunoglobulin. So here the antibodies produced in response to allergens are of IgE type. And how the allergy causes? So allergy is causing of some chemicals, and let us see what are those chemicals. So those chemicals are histamine and serotonin. What are they? Are histamine and serotonin. So these two substances, these two chemical substances are released, and these two are the cause for causing allergy in our body. Now let us see what are the common symptoms of allergy. What will happen when allergy occurs? So there are so many symptoms. First is sneezing. Now watery eyes, that tears, continuous tears will come. The eyes will become wet. Rashes on the body. This is frequent in case of allergy. Running nose. Dust allergy. It always causes running nose. Difficulty in breathing. That is also called as asthma. Now, what types of drugs are to be given to such patient or such that human being? So this is, you know, that this is caused due to the histamine and serotonin. So the drugs consist of antihistamine, adrenaline and steroid. What are the drugs which are to be taken? That is antihistamine, adrenaline and steroid. Now next topic is autoimmunity and immune system. Autoimmune is a disease, or we can say that disorder that is caused own body immune system goes out of track, means it do not work properly. Then what is happening? Our own cells destroying self cells, means our own immune system, it will not work properly, and starts destroying the self cells, means own cells. This may be due to genetic or it may be due to other unknown reasons, and for example it is rheumatoid arthritis. What is rheumatoid arthritis? Now let us see what is the immune system. Immune system generally consists of lymphoid organs, tissues, cells and soluble molecules like antibodies. What are these? It consists of tissues, cells and soluble molecules like antibodies. So due to this, our body immune system works. Immune system, what is the function? It recognizes the foreign material, that is foreign antigen which are entering in our body from outer environment, and they respond to this antigen, means foreign material, and also remembers them. It also plays an important role in allergic reactions, autoimmune diseases and organ transplantation. So immune system plays an important role in preventing our body from different types of germs and bacteria which are entering daily outside environment. Now next topic is lymphoid organs and its type. So what are lymphoid organs? These are those organs where origin and or maturation and proliferation of lymphocytes occur. Lymphocytes cells of WBC. So here in lymphoid organs, these lymphocytes mature, proliferate, means divide, a large number of lymphocytes are produced. And lymphoid organs are divided into two parts. One is the primary lymphoid organ and a lymphoid organ. Primary lymphoid organs are those organs where immature lymphocytes undergoes maturation, differentiation into antigen specific lymphocytes. So here what is happening? Primary lymphoid organs are those organs where immature lymphocytes undergoes maturation. So here in primary lymphoid organ, this immature lymphocytes mature and differentiate into specific antigen specific lymphocytes, and it is of two types. One is B lymphocytes and other is T lymphocyte. So it includes bone marrow and thymus. So bone marrow and thymus are the organ which is responsible for producing B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. Now let us see. First is the bone marrow. Here all the types of blood cells including lymphocytes are wide, means all the necessary environment for the development and maturation of B lymphocytes. So what are bone marrow? Here all the blood cells. Blood cells means RBC, WBC, platelets. So lymphocytes is a type of WBC. So here all the types of blood cells including lymphocytes are formed, and they provides all the necessary environment for the development and maturation of B lymphocytes. Now the next primary organ is thymus. So it is located near the chest, beneath the chest bone, near the heart, and it provides the environment for the development and maturation of T lymphocytes. Okay, and this organ means thymus gradually reducing in size with the age. Means as the aging happens, the size of thymus gland decreases in size. Okay, so what is thymus? Where it is located? It is located beneath the chest bone near the heart, and it provides stable environment for the development and maturation of T lymphocytes. Next is secondary lymphoid organ. So secondary lymphoid organs are those where lymphocyte interacts with antigen and proliferate to form a clone, that is effector cells and memory cells. So what are secondary lymphoid organ? Here lymphocytes interact with antigen. Antigen means foreign particles entering in our body and proliferate to form a clone, that is called effector and memory cells. So next is the secondary lymphoid organ, that is the spleen. It is a large bean-shaped organ. The shape is bean-shaped and it contains lymphocytes and phagocytes. Lymphocytes and phagocytes. And it acts as a filter of the blood. Why? Because it helps in trapping the blood-borne microorganisms. Whatever the microorganisms is present in the blood, so this is helpful in trapping all those microorganisms. And spleen is also a large reservoir of RBC, that is red blood cells. Now next is lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are solid structures and located at different points along with lymphatic system. Here it also helps in trapping the microorganisms or other antigens in our body. Antigens trapped in lymph nodes are regulation of lymphocytes, and this helps in causing the immune, means increasing our immune system. Next is malt. It is always asked in exam, what is malt? So it is mucosal associated lymphoid tissues. What is mucosal associated lymphoid tissues? These are the lymphoid tissues located within the lining of major tracts. Firstly, we have already discussed respiratory tract, digestive tract and urinogenital tracts. And it consists of about 50% of the lymphoid tissue in the body. So they are very important. Here you can, in this diagram, you can see the lymph nodes where it is present, thymus and also the lymphatic vessels. Now the next burning topic is AIDS. What is AIDS? It is the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Acquired means it is acquired during the lifetime. Okay? It is acquired from outside. Immune deficiency means decrease in the immune system, and syndrome means a group of symptoms. What is a group of symptoms? So acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It is not a particular disease. Here group of symptoms. The group of different disease symptoms is occurring in AIDS. So acquired means it is acquired time. Immunodeficiency means decrease in the immune system, and syndrome means a group of symptoms. And this AIDS is caused by HIV. HIV means human immunodeficiency virus. It is a virus. AIDS is caused by a virus. And this virus is a retrovirus. Retrovirus means this virus contain RNA as a retrovirus means it is a virus that contain RNA as a genetic material. So those virus in which the RNA is a genetic material, then that is called as retrovirus. Now let us see how the transmission of AIDS occur. First is sexual contact with infected person. Second one is by transfusion of contaminated blood and blood products. Whenever contaminated blood or blood product is transfused into the healthy person, then the chance is by sharing infected needles, as in case of intravenous drug abuser. What they do? From one needle to different users. So that is why it may happens by infected needles, as in case of intravenous drug abusers, and also from infected mothers to child, mother's milk to child. So this is very important. So that pregnant lady should check for AIDS. Okay. So these are the few modes of transmission. First is by contact with infected person. Second is by transfusion of contaminated blood and blood products. Next is sharing infected needles, as in case of intravenous drug abuser. And next is from infected mother's milk to child. Now, who are at risk of getting the disease? Let us see. So, those person who have multiple sexual partners, drug addicts taking the drug intravenously, who require repeated blood transfusion, children born to an infected woman. So, these are the most affected regions for getting the disease of AIDS. First, those who have multiple sexual partner. Second one is the drug addicts who are always taking intravenously drug. And next, who require repeated blood transfusion. So they may get a chance of AIDS. And children born to an infected mother. Suppose the pregnant lady is already infected by AIDS, so children may also get the chance of AIDS. Now what are the symptoms? Let us see. Fever, diarrhea, that is loss of water from the body. So ultimately there will be weight loss, and the most important is decrease in the number of helper T lymphocytes. This is very important. The T lymphocytes decreases in size. Why? Because the AIDS virus, that is HIV, directly infect the T helper cells. And how we can diagnose is, so that is due to ELISA. What is this? Immunosorbent assay. Now let us see what is the window period. So it is the time lag between infection and appearance of AIDS symptoms. Suppose virus is already entered in a body and it symptom, there is having some period, some time, that is called as time lag. So this period is called as window period, and this window period may vary 5 to 10 years. So it is 5 to 10 years. After, suppose the virus is entering in our body today, so after 5 years or 6 year or 7 year or 8 year or after 10 years, that symptom may occur. That period, that time lag between the infection and AIDS symptom is called as window period. Here the HIV, that is human immunodeficiency virus. Now this is very important, life cycle of HIV, that is the life cycle of virus. So the virus, after getting into the body of a person, first it enter to the macrophages cells. Then the RNA replicates, virus RNA replicates, and DNA is formed by reverse transcription with the help of transcriptase enzyme, that is reverse transcriptase enzyme. Why? Because you know that in central dogma the DNA is information is copied by RNA, then from RNA the protein is synthesized. So unless and until this virus replicates and DNA is not formed, then there will be no showing of its characteristic features. So first this RNA replicates and DNA is formed by reverse transcription with the help of reverse transcriptase enzyme. Now this viral DNA incorporates into the and they start infecting the cells to produce large number of chemicals. Now what is happening? The macrophages continue to produce virus particles. Why? Because they think that it is their own DNA, but it is produce large number of virus. Now then after macrophages, the virus that enters the T lymphocytes. There again they replicates and again form large number of virus progeny. Then virus progeny is in the blood and they attack the other T lymphocytes. And as a result, there is decrease in the number, decrease in the count of T lymphocytes, and the body is getting deteriorating due to the less immune system. The person will become easily infected by bacteria like microbacterium, viruses, and even parasites like toxoplasma. Why? Because the immune system of persons become okay. So the person may get infected by different types of bacteria, viruses, and parasites. So the person is unable to protect against any infections. They are prone to infections, every infections. Here you see the life cycle or replication of this virus. Retrovirus, that is virus RNA core, it infects the normal cell. Then suppose here you can see that it is an animal cell, human being cell. Then this virus RNA is introduced into the cell, and from this virus DNA is produced by reverse transcriptase enzyme, and then again this viral DNA incorporate into the host genome, yani human genome. Okay, now as a result large number of viral this RNA is produced by the infected cell and new viruses are produced. Okay, so again that new viruses are able to infect the other cells of the body. Now how we can prevent the AIDS? So let us see. NACO. NACO is a National AIDS Control Organization, and also non-governmental organizations are trying to educate people about AIDS. Unless and until we will not know about the AIDS, then we will not become aware about the disease. So there are some institutions, there are non-government organization also, in schools also under National Adolescence Education Program also we are giving, and this NACO also, that is the National AIDS Control Organization, is trying to educate people about the AIDS. WHO has also started a number of programs that helps in preventing the spread of HIV infection, and this can be also prevented by the use of disposable needles and syringes. We should not use those syringes which are not disposable. Again, checking blood for HIV time to time. And at the last, free distribution of condoms and advocating safe sex. Now, next is controlling drug abuse. We should control the drug abuse to prevent the AIDS. Promoting regular checkup for HIV in susceptible population. Suppose we are knowing that in this population AIDS person may be. So we should check their blood for HIV. Treatment with antiretroviral drugs. Why? Because it is a retrovirus. So antiretroviral drugs is only partially effective. There is no permanent cure. It can only prolong the life of the patient but cannot prevent death. Okay? Why? Because up till now no vaccine is known. So some antiretroviral drugs are available. So that is only partially effective. They can only prolong the life of the patient but cannot prevent the death of that patient. So thank you children. This is all about today's lesson. If any doubt, then you can write your questions in comment section. Have a nice day.